Okay, problem 30, we're taking a look at writing out some sort of mathematical sentence from here and then solving this problem. So we know the length of a rectangle is 5 centimeters longer than twice the length of the width. So length, which I'm going to use as a lowercase cursive l, equals 5 centimeters longer than twice the width. So twice the width plus 5. I also know that the area of the rectangle is 403 square centimeters. To get area, I take length times width, and that equals 403. This system of equations is now a substitution problem because I have the L solved for. So now I have 2w plus 5 times w equals 403. Distributing that w gives me 2w squared plus 5w equals 403. This is now a quadratic because I have something squared. So that means I want to get it equal to 0. So 2w squared plus 5w minus 403 equals 0. I now have my a value is 2, my b value is 5, and my c value is negative 403, and I can solve this problem now with a quadratic formula. So x equals the opposite of b, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2a. Simplifying that, I get negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 25 plus, multiplying all that other stuff together, I get 3,224. That gives me negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 3,249 over 4. Moving to a new screen here. I take the square root, and the square root of 3,249 gives me negative 5 plus or minus 57 over 4. So breaking this into my two separate problems, I have a negative 5 plus 57 over 4, and I have a negative 5 minus 57 over 4. I'm going to first of all take a look at the minus ones. So when I subtract them, I get negative 5 minus 57 gives me a negative 62 over 4, which is a negative 15.5. So thinking back to the original problem, remember we are taking a look at a rectangle and trying to find the width. So we just found the width for this problem to be a negative value, which means this whole part here does not make sense to the problem. The negative part does not make any sense. So we're only going to get one solution for this problem because it's a story problem and only part of it makes sense. So I'm just going to get rid of that negative part. So looking now at negative 5 plus 57, that gives us a positive 52 over 4, which gives us an answer of 13. That is now our width. So when we are solving this problem, this should have been a W here, sorry. So what is the width? And answering it in a sentence, the width of the rectangle is 13, and we're using centimeters, so it's 13 centimeters.